football fans around the world are getting ready for another exciting FIFA World Cup encounter as Colombia prepares to face Uzbekistan in what promises to be one of the most interesting and unpredictable clashes of the tournament. This is a match that brings together two completely different football cultures, two different styles, and two teams with very different football journeys, yet both sharing the same dream of making an impact on the world stage. Before we go deep into this full match prediction, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any World Cup analysis, predictions, and football updates every single day. Colombia enters this match with a strong reputation in international football, known for their creativity, technical skill, and attacking brilliance. Colombian football has always been about flair, confidence, and expressive play on the ball. They rely heavily on quick passing combinations, smart movement between the lines, and individual brilliance in the final third. When Colombia plays at their best, they are capable of breaking down even the most organized defenses with ease. Their midfield plays a crucial role in controlling the tempo, while their attackers constantly look to exploit spaces with pace and intelligence. In a match like this, Colombia will be expected to take control early, dominate possession, and push Uzbekistan deep into their own half. On the other hand, Uzbekistan comes into this match as a team that has been steadily improving in international football. They may not have the same global recognition as Colombia, but they are a disciplined, hard-working, and well-structured side. Uzbekistan focuses heavily on defensive organization and tactical awareness. They often prefer to stay compact, maintain shape, and rely on counterattacks to create goal-scoring opportunities. Against a technically strong team like Colombia, Uzbekistan's biggest challenge will be to stay disciplined for the full 90 minutes without losing concentration. Even a small defensive mistake could be punished quickly by Colombia's attacking quality. This match is expected to be a classic battle between creativity and discipline, between attacking flair and defensive structure. Colombia will try to control possession and dictate the rhythm of the game, while Uzbekistan will focus on absorbing pressure and finding opportunities to strike on the break. The midfield area will be the most important zone on the pitch because whoever wins control there will likely control the entire match. Colombia will rely on quick passing and movement, while Uzbekistan will try to disrupt rhythm and slow down the game whenever possible. As the match progresses, Colombia will likely increase pressure and try to break Uzbekistan's defensive block. This is where patience becomes important because breaking down a deep defensive setup is never easy, even for top teams. Uzbekistan will aim to stay compact and force Colombia into wide areas where crosses and long shots become the main attacking options. If Uzbekistan can maintain defensive discipline, they might frustrate Colombia and keep the scoreline tight for a long time. However, Colombia's strength lies in their ability to create moments of magic from nowhere. A single through ball, a long-range shot, or an individual dribble can completely change the game. This unpredictability is what makes Colombia dangerous against any opponent. Uzbekistan will need to stay focused every second because one lapse in concentration can lead to a goal. The second half of the match will be crucial because fitness, pressure, and mental strength start to play a bigger role. Colombia will likely push harder as the game goes on, trying to find a breakthrough goal. Uzbekistan may start to feel the pressure if they spend too much time defending deep, and that could open spaces for Colombia's attackers to exploit. At the same time, Uzbekistan will still believe in counterattacks and set pieces as their main route to scoring. As we look at both teams overall, Colombia clearly has more attacking quality, more international experience, and more creativity in the final third. Uzbekistan, however, brings discipline, structure, and determination, which can make them a very difficult team to break down. This creates a very interesting balance where the match may not be as one-sided as many people expect. Colombia will be seen as the favorite going into this match, but World Cup football is never predictable. Upsets happen, surprises happen, and disciplined teams can often frustrate technically stronger opponents. That is exactly what makes this match so exciting for football fans. At this stage, Colombia looks more likely to control the game and create more chances, but Uzbekistan's defensive approach could keep the score close for a long time. If Colombia scores early, the game could open up, but if Uzbekistan manages to stay organized in the first half, the pressure could build on Colombia as the match progresses. My prediction for this match leans towards a Colombia victory, but not an easy one. It could be a tight and competitive game where Uzbekistan puts up a strong defensive fight before Colombia eventually finds a breakthrough. As we move deeper into this analysis, the pressure of the World Cup stage becomes even more important. This is not a friendly match, this is not a warm-up game, this is where careers can be defined and nations can either rise in glory or fall under pressure. Colombia understands this better than most teams because they have lived through big tournament moments before. They have experienced both the joy of victory and the pain of elimination. That experience often becomes a powerful weapon when the pressure starts building inside the stadium. Colombia's attacking system is expected to rely heavily on quick transitions and creative midfield play. They will try to stretch Uzbekistan's defensive shape by moving the ball quickly from side to side, forcing gaps to open in tight spaces. The fullbacks will likely push high up the pitch to support attacks, while midfielders will constantly look for forward passes that can break defensive lines. This type of football becomes very dangerous when executed properly because it creates constant pressure on the opponent's backline. But Uzbekistan will not make it easy. Their defensive discipline will be tested from the very first minute. They are expected to stay in a compact block, reducing space between defenders and midfielders, making it extremely difficult for Colombia to find clear passing lanes. In matches like this, patience becomes just as important as skill. Colombia will need to stay calm, avoid rushing attacks, and wait for the right moment to strike. The psychological battle is also very important here. When a stronger attacking team keeps pushing and does not score early, frustration can slowly start to build. Uzbekistan will be aware of this, and they will try to use it to their advantage. Every interception, every blocked shot, and every cleared ball will give them confidence. Football at this level is not just physical, it is deeply mental. One moment of hesitation can change everything. As the match continues, crowd energy will also start playing a huge role. Colombia's fans are known for their passion and energy, and that support can push the team forward even in difficult moments. Uzbekistan, however, will need strong mental focus to ignore external pressure and stick to their tactical plan. They will know that if they survive the early pressure, the game could slowly open up for them as Colombia takes more risks. There is also the question of finishing. Colombia may create more chances, but converting those chances into goals is never guaranteed. World Cup matches are often decided by small details, a missed opportunity, a defensive error, or a moment of brilliance from an unexpected player. Uzbekistan will be hoping for exactly that kind of moment. As we enter the final stages of this prediction analysis, everything starts to come down to one simple question: who can handle the pressure better when the game is on the line? Colombia, with their attacking talent and experience, will continue to push forward, increasing intensity, searching desperately for that opening goal. Uzbekistan, on the other hand, will likely drop deeper, defend with everything they have, and hope to survive until the final whistle or catch Colombia on a counterattack. The final 20 minutes of this match could be absolutely explosive. Colombia might start taking more risks, sending more players forward, trying long shots, trying through balls, trying everything possible to break the defense. This is where World Cup magic often happens. This is where heroes are made. Uzbekistan will need incredible focus in those moments. Every tackle, every clearance, every defensive action will matter more than ever. One mistake could decide the entire match. But if they manage to hold on, if they manage to stay disciplined, then frustration could start to grow inside the Colombian side, and that is where football becomes beautiful and unpredictable. But when we look at the full 90 minutes, the overall quality still leans toward Colombia. Their creativity in the final third, their ability to control possession, and their experience in international football give them a slight but clear advantage. Uzbekistan will fight, they will defend with heart, but over time, pressure usually finds a way to break even the strongest walls. And now, the final prediction for this massive World Cup clash. Colombia is expected to win this match, but it will not be an easy victory. It will be a game of patience, determination, and breakthrough moments. Uzbekistan will make them work for every single chance, but Colombia's attacking quality should eventually shine through. Predicted scoreline for this match is Colombia 2-0 Uzbekistan, or possibly Colombia 2-1 if Uzbekistan manages to score from a counterattack. This is the beauty of World Cup football. Nothing is guaranteed until the final whistle, and every single moment can change history. If you enjoyed this full match prediction, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more World Cup previews, emotional football storytelling, and daily prediction videos. Drop your prediction in the comments because I want to know what you think will happen in this match. Will Colombia dominate, or will Uzbekistan shock the world? The stage is set, the tension is real, and now it all comes down to 90 minutes of pure football drama. Let the game begin.